Alright, we're just gonna jump right into it. Pretty sure you guys are wondering why I'm sitting on the passenger side of my car. Well, by the time I finish this video, you guys, y'all will understand. So I had this dream. It was about a year ago. As a matter of fact, it was March of 2019. This was probably a month after I started listening to, RAPTHENEWS and coming to the truth. So this is how the dream started. I know how most people have rapture dreams, and, people say that, they see meteorites or, earthquakes or angels coming, doing whatever, devils, yada, yada, yada. Well, my dream was a little bit different from everybody else's. So my dream started off, I was in this car. So now you guys know why I'm sitting in a car, so you guys can get a feel of what I'm talking about. So I was in this car and I was driving down the road. I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't have any plans on going anywhere. I was just driving down the road, and my radio wasn't working. I tried to turn the radio on. The radio wouldn't turn on, or whatever the case is. So, I was just driving. I heard, birds chirping outside, or whatever the case is, and I was just driving. So as I was driving, and I was kind of going in and out of my dream at first, but as I was driving, I was actually on this side. I started on this side. I was driving on the left-hand side like we normally do in the States. But as I was driving down this road, to my immediate left and to my immediate right, there was a bunch of greenery like this. It was just a bunch of green trees. Like, it was more of a lush, like I was in the forest. But it was only this, it's funny as what I'm about to say, but it was a narrow road, and the only vehicle that can fit on this road was mine. Like, there was no getting off this narrow road. It was my road and my road alone. And no family was there, no friends, nothing. It was just me. But from time to time, like, I'm driving, and I'll kind of look out the window, and I would see, a few people here and there kind of sitting on the side of the road. And when they would sit on, they sit on the side of the road, and I'm passing them by, and I was going maybe like 15, 20 miles an hour. I wasn't going very fast. But the people that were sitting on the side of the road, they were just sitting there. And like, they were, conversing amongst themselves. I think a few of them were white. Majority were like, white people, but it was a few black people or whatever. But they were just kind of sitting on the side of the road, talking amongst themselves. And it's funny because the road that I was on, it was only my road. But when I looked off to the side, like on the side or whatever, I saw their cars were just kind of parked. And when they saw me drive by, they would just stop. They just stopped talking, and they just stared at me as I was driving by. They didn't wave. They didn't look mad. It looked like almost if they were in a trance state or something, but they would just stare at me. And as I, drove by, they kept, they just kept, talking amongst themselves. And, at first I was like, hey, man, you guys need a ride? Y'all can get in my car. And as soon as I said that, this voice just said no. And I was like, no. I was like, what do you mean, no? We got to help them people. They stranded in this forest, and, it's just me or whatever. And granted, there was no danger in as far as, because all I heard was, I heard birds chirping. It's lush green. I didn't see any danger, but I was the only one on this road driving. It was a narrow road. There was no way I could turn around or anything. It was just this narrow road. and only I can drive. And it's like, even though I could see the people outside, if I would try to like open my door wouldn't even open. It's like I was just stuck in my car. And, you know, I'm just like, okay, hey, what's going on? And, I was just, hey man, we got to help these people. And I just heard his voice that said, no, keep driving. And, I was like, all right, cool. I, keep driving. And as I'm driving, it got to a point with just me driving. I ain't seeing the people on the side of the road. And I sort of started like losing faith, I guess, because I didn't know where I was going. It was a peaceful path. I wasn't afraid of anything, but I was just like, man, where am I going? And it's like, as soon as I kind of started losing interest or losing faith of being on this road, it's like my car started sputtering, like how your engine's about to go, like then my car started breaking out. And I was like, no, I don't want to be stuck. And then, I heard his voice again. He just says, trust in me or trust in him or whatever. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, trust in God. Anyone know, disclaimer, anyone know JC or anything like that? Like I'm in, and this is a year ago, so I'm at the point now, a year later, I don't even say the word, Jesus Christ. I don't even, because I know in that day, it's only God and God alone, or the Most High, or the Creator alone. Ain't no room for no, JCs. But, even then, I wouldn't, I knew that, okay, this is God telling me, to stay on this narrow path. So I kept driving. And like I said, again, there wasn't no meteorites, there was no earthquake, it was none of that. It was just peaceful, lush, just green to the left and to the right of me. And before I know it, I saw this tunnel in a near distance. I saw this tunnel. It was a dark tunnel, and I was kind of afraid to go through the tunnel, but I drove through the tunnel, and as soon as I drove through this tunnel, I came out. But where I came out at, it was crazy, because on the other side of the tunnel, this place I was at, I've never seen this place ever. And when I went to this place, it was like a paradise. That's the only way I could describe it. It was a paradise. It was nothing but black people there. All I saw was black people. I didn't really know where I was. I was just kind of like, okay, where am I? And so I'm like in this place, this land that I've never seen, and it was bright, but there wasn't a sun. It was a different kind of brightness, I guess. And then behold, right after that, I saw everybody just started looking up. Everybody started looking up, and everybody was like, oh, and it's crazy, because it got real cloudy, not like dark, but it got real cloudy, and the clouds were changing different colors, like blue and greenish colors or whatever, amber colors. And it was like, oh, and it was a cooling effect. It wasn't no fire or anything. It was real, like, when it's fall, when fall comes in, and when you get that fall breeze, it was a real cooling effect. And then someone's like, the Most High is coming, he's coming. But everyone was happy, and everyone's like excited, and it's like they seen him before, but I haven't, because I'm just getting to this place, so I don't know what's going on. And it's like, the more intense this cloud, the more intense, and right when it started opening up, it's almost like you got ready to see his figure. And I kid you not, as soon as I thought I was about to see God, my goddamn alarm clock went off, man, and I woke up, and and I kid you not, it was like God allowed me to go through this dream, but he wouldn't let me see the absolute conclusion to the matter, or at least to the matter, for whatever path I'm on. But because it's like right when I was about to see some physical form of God, I kid you not, my alarm, it went off, and I tried to go back to sleep. I tried, and I just couldn't. So if there's anything in this dream, man, that you guys can kind of decipher for me, just let me know. I think I kind of, have a basic understanding, but if somebody, knows anything deeper to this, man, just hit me up and let me know. But also the reason why I'm sitting on the right side, I'm sitting on the passenger seat of my car, because when I first started driving, remember when I was driving through the forest, I actually started off on this side. And you remember when I said that, I was starting to lose faith and my car was starting to sputter, like it was about to break down. And when, that voice said, have faith to keep driving. I kid you not, it's like everything that's on the passenger side shifted, or everything on the driver's side shifted on the right-hand side. So then I started driving on the right-hand side. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe somebody can help me out. But I guess that's my rapture dream. I don't know. But just let me know what you guys think. And Rapture News, hey, thank you, man. I've been looking for someone like you over the last 20 years. I've been praying for someone like you to give me the absolute truth, because I kept getting misled, man. I was literally running in circles, but you gave me you brought everything to light. So just thank you, man. Thank you. And I pray that God grants you the highest level that he could grant you in heaven, man. But thank you.